Hi, everybody. So yeah, finally getting this finished. Um, Obviously this one's taken a long time. I couldn't really do this video without a little bit of a preface on it. It's been very difficult to edit this one together. I was almost not sure I was going to do it when the news came, but I really wanted to have something that Justin worked on finished, especially this because he put in a lot of work on this. He helped write it. He was fantastic on the set, such as it was, and it would have been a shame for you not to see this. I miss him a lot every damn day. And he was so funny and so positive and just such a great person to work with. And I really wanted to share this because I wanted you guys to remember just how awesome he was. And I did want to mention that this was made before the news went down, obviously, and some parts of it may seem a little strange given the circumstances, but just remember, this was us being us. This was us farting around and having fun doing something we love, enjoying working with each other, and I didn't want you to think any of this was made disrespectfully or in any way to minimize what happened. Just understand this is a lot of this was Justin. He wrote a lot of this and he thought a lot of it was funny, and we thought a lot of what he did was hilarious. And keep that in mind. It's not done out of I don't know. It's done because we loved him. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get something out of it like we did just by having him in our lives. Thank you.
Hey guys, did you know that there was a god-awful pilot for Doctor Strange? And I thought that since Linkara does comics, that'd be... What are you guys looking at me like that for? What, was it something I said? What? Oh god. Oh god! No! No! No!
And I fold.
Ha! You mess with the bull, my friend, and you get the horns. You owe me 3 classic Doctor Who reviews that are positive, and a cameo of you in Assless Chaps.
Yahtzee!
Oh god, could the pizza guy be any slower?
Speak of the devil, everything's coming up Linkara.
Bingo?
Hello, my good man, what do I owe you?
Pain!
Well!
Stop. Don't. Come back.
I was in a coma for a year because you idiots went all zombie crazy over a stupid movie!
Look, it's really hard to set up dialogue, to establish the premise if you are choking me.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
Thank you. Look, you gave a horrible comic book movie to 3 geek reviewers. What did you expect was gonna happen?
That we would watch it together!
Well, sure makes sense, why don't you?
Why don't we watch it now?
Okay, well, who's got the DVD?
Well, where is it?
Pretty sure I ate it.
What?
I eat when I get nervous.
Do you also get incredibly stupid when you're nervous?
No, that's a pretty constant thing.
Well, so how do we watch it now?
Poundland!
This is America. We don't have Poundland.
This is America?
Relax, I got this covered. The internet will provide.
You can find rare old movies on the internet, but how?
Well, you see, what we gotta do is really good when it's all quiet. And the very first thing you gotta do in that don't tell anyone I told you to do this. Ha 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 ha. Now, the next part of that is in and out and in and out. And that's always the fun part of that. But here's the really complicated part. Now, sex all the time. And I'm just but you know what? I'm just gonna really, really bizarre. But thankfully, this is like Fat Grandma all over again.
Wow.
And I thought that was where babies came from.
Well, let's do this thing.
You know, if we're gonna keep doing this every year, one of you cheap bastards is gonna have to spring for a room with a bigger bed.
Not the first time I've been told that.
In 1978, CBS commissioned a pilot for a television series based on longtime Marvel hero Doctor Strange. After the success of The Incredible Hulk, the idea of using another superhero as the basis for a show seemed like a recipe for success.
But it was something of an odd choice. Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme, charged with guarding the entirety of our reality from threats beyond the realms of mortal imagining. Not only was it very high concept for a normal TV audience, but the villains and settings in his stories tended to be elaborate and challenging to translate to the screen.
Even writer-director Philip DeGeer had trouble working with the material, even though he was given full creative control on the project, as had been done with The Incredible Hulk. The result was a pilot that ended up both over budget and over schedule, pretty much slitting the show's neck before it ever got off the ground.
Nonetheless, the pilot aired on CBS in 1978, directly opposite the groundbreaking miniseries Roots. Under the weight of the budget-heavy, effects-laden, and just plain bizarrely written pilot, and coupled with being utterly destroyed in the ratings, the only magical thing about Doctor Strange is that it even got made in the first place.
You know, it sounds like a lot of hard work and effort went into this project. Is it really that bad?
I don't know. Ask all the folks who stood in line for the Phantom Menace.
You just used up our entire allotment of Lucas bashing for the review. Now what are we supposed to do?
Be witty?
We open on a bunch of generic, mystical-sounding gibberish.
Did you put in Highlander by mistake?
What is that sound? Someone running a herd of bagpipes through a slaughterhouse?
Sounds like a Super Nintendo having sex with the New York Philharmonic.
Beta!
For the last time, that's not how you play Marco Polo.
Wow, Stan Lee's cameos keep getting weirder.
500 years ago, you failed me, Morgan. You allowed the greatest of the sorcerers on Earth to overcome you. My victory was denied to me because of you.
Long ages have I contemplated my revenge. This time I will not fail.
Apparently, magic is defined as telling each other shit we already know.
So this is Morgan Le Fay, played by Jessica Walter. She's being charged by her nameless demon master to seek out and kill a heroic wizard named Lindmer.
Wait, Lindmer. Merlin? Really? Are we gonna meet King Thurart and Sir Lotalance too?
She's also tasked to seek out and kill Linma's future apprentice before he can pass on his powers.
Who is to be the successor?
Look for the ring at the ancient symbol. The one who wears the ring is the one who is chosen.
Oh, I know, it's Hal Jordan.
No, it's Frodo Baggins.
No, it's shut the hell up.
While Morgan and Mr. Potato Demon make their plans, Linmer and his manservant Wong make plans of their own.
You've never shown me this book before. You've never noticed it? It's 500 years old. Morgan was worshipped by a devil cult in the 15th century. And she hasn't aged. Working evil has a few advantages.
Huh, that's funny. You haven't aged much either, Justin.
Is anyone else about to crap themselves right now?
Too late.
So, just who is this mysterious future apprentice? Why, it's a young Ron Jeremy.
And he has about the same rapport with the ladies.
Now, Sarah, if I'd been out with you, I wouldn't have been late.
We made a deal.
I never agreed to it. I think it's fine for doctors and nurses to fall in love.
Falling in love wasn't the question. It was making love.
Oh.
Isn't that sexual harassment?
Nah, this is the 1970s. Treating women like people hadn't been invented yet.
This is Dr. Stephen Strange, a resident psychologist in a New York hospital and also a vector for multiple STDs.
Hang on, no. Dr. Strange wasn't a psychologist. He was a too-proud surgeon whose hands were crushed in an accident. He traveled the world seeking a way to heal his hands and regain his skills, but his search led to becoming the apprentice of the powerful Ancient One, learning humility and starting on the path to becoming a true hero.
Well, in this movie, he has absolutely no problems and is completely perfect.
We cut out the middleman. Movie over. Everybody go home.
What else have you been drinking?
Not a drop.
Mrs. Sullivan?
Oh, well, I gotta have a little now and then.
Otherwise, I start to hallucinate that people's heads are morphing into poodles. Oh God, not again!
The pains, and I can't sleep nights. Give me a little something, Doc, won't you? Just this once?
No.
Suffer!
Elsewhere, Morgan Le Fay has made her way to New York and is seeking out Linma by way of scaring small children with her crazy eyes.
Oh, hang on, guys. There's a cat running on the keyboard somewhere. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Morgan finds and establishes a psychic connection with Clea because she pretty much seems to be the first person who caught her attention.
So, our villain has the predatory instinct of a drunk frat boy.
You shall not pass me, Morgan.
Your barriers have fallen. You cannot stop me now.
Is this telepathy, or did the editor completely botch up the ADR?
You forced the choice, old man.
Morgan possesses Clea to sneak up on Linmer. Her attack of choice? Titty Twister of Doom!
Oh no! I've fallen, and I can't get up!
I'm not sure if the effects guy knew the difference between magic and highly radioactive.
I confronted Morgan and provoked her into attacking me. I forced her hand, but the effort cost me more than I had anticipated, and there was the complication. She used a girl as an instrument.
Like a tuba?
Linma declares that Clea is important and must be found because... stuff, I guess. Anyway, she's at home watching a much better movie than this one.
She goes to bed, but has a horrible nightmare about running in place.
No, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, our regular soundtrack composer could not be with us tonight, so we bring you the dulcet tones of Blue Oyster Cult.
What are you doing out here all alone?
I don't know.
Come on, I better take you in a cab.
And she was never seen again. The end!
Hi. Name? Did something happen to you?
Yeah, she decided this pilot was a good career move.
Yeah. Doctor, I think you better get down to ER. I've got a Jane Doe for you. All right.
Hello, sexy time.
Cab driver brought her in. Found her wandering in the streets. No purse. Disoriented. Confused. Pretty well out of it.
Just like the audience.
Oh, you like that, don't you? You're a naughty Jane Doe. Yes, you are. Naughty Jane Doe.
It was an accident.
Were you in an accident?
If we're counting this boring-ass train wreck, then yes.
Clea is admitted to the psychiatric ward but refuses to go to sleep.
Well, you can sit up in bed and watch television. How about that? Would you like some coffee?
Do I?
Yes, have some.
Yes, have some.
Meanwhile, Wong has filled Linmer in on both Clea and Strange's location, so Linmer goes to investigate. Before he does, he makes sure to lock the door. With magic!
Hey, I can do that too.
Hey! Which one of you idiots turned my copy of the film experience into a giant papier-mâché penis?
I'm a sorcerer!
Lindbergh shows up at the hospital to find Clea and rips off a much better movie.
There's a young girl in the psychiatric ward. She was transferred from the emergency room last night.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Visiting hours are from 3 to 6 in the afternoon. You'll have to come back later.
This is an unusual situation. I have pertinent information about the girl.
This is an unusual situation. He has pertinent information about the girl.
A New Hope came out in 1977 and this came out in 1978. Folks, I'm pretty sure this is the first official ripoff of Star Wars on record.
Linmer talks to Strange about his new patient.
I had an odd sort of dream. This young woman was in it. So were you.
Kinky.
Who are you?
There are some who would call me Tim.
We can help this girl Clea Lake. She's in grave danger. And I can promise you, the illness is beyond your capacity to cure by conventional means. But I must warn you, there's danger in it for you as well.
He's going to come out of there smelling of Bengay and shame.
Well, I think that's enough for now. Good day.
And before I go, have some cancer.
Strange goes to check in on his plot device, patient.
Clea.
You know my name?
That's unusual for most of his dates.
Strange. You lied to her. You gave her Thorazine, the one thing she was afraid of. You put her to sleep.
A tranquilizer is not a sedative, Doctor.
That's like saying a howitzer isn't a handgun. Right before you shoot someone in the crotch.
As the Thorazine puts Clea in a coma, Strange seeks out Linmer so he can wake her up long enough to fondle her some more.
Ah, wonderful decor. A great example of neo-postmodern Flintstone.
My father gave me this ring, or actually left it to me in his will. The design on it's the same as your attic window. I also saw it on your calling card.
So it is.
Well, what's going on here?
More than meets the eye.
Linmer explains that he and Stephen's father knew he was destined for magic.
You're a very unusual man. Your father and I both recognized it when you were born. You've been gifted with a clear mind and a love for humanity, hence your choice to become a doctor. Also, some latent talents, which even you are not aware of yet.
What are these powers at your command?
The Hermetic arts.
Kermit was a magician?
No, hermetic arts, not hermetic arts.
Oh. I'm Dr. Strange.
That was pretty good.
Don't encourage him!
I used to feel I was the one meant to die in that accident, that somehow it was my fault.
I believe the accident was intended for you. Your parents died to protect you.
Wow, Harry Potter was weird in the 70s.
Dreaming is a form of astral travel. On the lower planes, where it's harmless. Unfortunately, Clea's consciousness has gone on to the higher planes. As a result of the shock she experienced when evil took possession of her. She's lost. She literally can't find her way back.
Yes, that's what lost means. Any other word you want to define for us, Webster?
If anything should approach you, or if there's any danger at all, I want you to say exactly these words.
Klaatu Barada Nitro.
And then we... Holy hell! What in the bouncing blue ball sack just happened? Did we get dosed or something?
I feel fine.
Me too.
My head is made of butter! I'm the dancing queen!
As Doctor Strange undergoes the Jimi Hendrix experience, Morgan sends forth one of her minions, the Black Knight.
You have lost her, mortal. Come with me and save yourself.
In the name of Raya, scourge of demons, I command you, be gone!
Be gone!
That's it? I've seen 6-year-olds in a slap fight that had more dramatic tension.
Strange finds Clea, and they either leave the astral plane or go to war. It's hard to tell.
You lost him.
He's got the name of power!
I want my mommy!
This mortal, Stephen Strange, is the one chosen by Linda to succeed him. Thrice you had the opportunity to slay him, and thrice you stayed your hand. Why, Morgan? Why have you spared him?
I am still a woman. And the man attracted me.
So she didn't kill him because she's horny? Is he Doctor Strange or Ron Burgundy?
You bartered human love for power. You made a covenant with me. Would any mortal man desire you if he saw you thus?
If that's a veiled criticism about me, I won't hear it and I won't respond to it.
So Clea's out of her coma and playing pool? You know, like you do. So Strange just walks her home.
Well, doctors aren't supposed to get involved with their patients.
Oh, I know, but I'm not your patient anymore.
Helping you with your homework might be considered a professional interest.
Well, does that mean I have to pay for it?
No, I'm the one who usually has to pay for... You meant something else.
After making a date with Clea, Strange goes back to confront Lindmer.
I don't know what you did to me last night. I don't want to know.
That's the first time you've been on the other side of those words.
Call me a rational man, I am. I want to stay that way.
Doctor, Wong, excuse me, Master, but let me speak, please.
Why do you call him Master?
Hey, what consenting adults do in the privacy of their own sanctum sanctorum is their own business.
Strange has decided shit's gotten too weird, but before he goes, he makes a new friend.
Hello, kitty. Do you live here?
Did he expect the cat to answer him? Huh. Oh, shut up now.
Hey, look, Justin, cat girl.
I'm sad now.
You can't be in here. This house is sealed against you.
Your Stephen carried me across the seals. His aura protected me.
Remember, kids, that adorable stray cat might turn out to be an evil sorceress. Have your Morgan Le Fay spayed or neutered today.
Bitch, please.
Oh, damn, that sucks. You can never get rid of the smell of burnt manservant. I know, I've tried.
Now that Wong has become one with the carpet, Morgan heads off to find Lindmer.
Ku Klux Klan powers, activate!
And this is why racism is bad.
Elsewhere, Strange and Clea are getting prepared for their date. The saxophone music in the background says so.
Home, sweet home.
You ought to see my place. It makes this look like heaven.
I'll be ready in a minute. Can I offer you something?
I'd love a hot bath.
Oh, the 70s, where all you needed was a bad perm and a turtleneck, and you'd be halfway to Happy Town in under 2 minutes.
Morgan's feeling a little bit jealous, so she pops out of the mirror and puts Clea back in that pesky coma.
She won't be harmed if you come with me.
Come with you where?
Just come.
Morgan takes Strange back to the astral realms and he completely misses the fact that she's the bad guy.
You're beautiful.
Look at yourself.
I look ridiculous!
Morgan tries to seduce Strange into removing his magic ring, but when he refuses, she shows him what she's done with Linmer.
You know, for a wizard, he's a hell of a scarecrow.
Take off the ring and throw it into the weapon. Don't defy me, Stephen, or I'll take my pleasure from you in another way.
It involves Crisco in a pipe wrench.
Witch! Did he just figure that out?
Oh, stop it! Cut it out!
Having defeated Morgan, Strange rescues Lindmer and returns to the mortal realm. Morgan, on the other hand, is punished by being made really old. You know, demons don't dole out the vengeance like they used to.
Oh, am I supposed to be alive right now? Make up your mind, Death!
Wrong, thank God. Help me with him.
I think he popped his colostomy bag.
So Stephen chooses to accept his role as Sorcerer Supreme.
What will I be called upon to do?
Become more than a man, and renounce such earthly pleasures as are given to men who are only mortal.
Oh, well, screw that. See ya!
And finally takes his place as Dr. Fate? Oh, come on! What's next? Bruce Wayne, Moon Knight?
Now that Linmer has transferred his powers, he's decided it's time for a good nap.
His pulse is weak.
He'll return to us. His work isn't finished yet.
I'm going to call an ambulance.
No! He doesn't have insurance! Do you know how much an ambulance ride costs? I'm not made of money!
So Doctor Strange becomes the guardian of magic and uses his vast new powers to screw with street magicians.
Watch closely, as from this handkerchief I will produce a beautiful bouquet of flowers.
Oh, those are those special flying pooping flowers. Those are the good kind.
You suck, David Blaine!
The end!
And that was Doctor Strange. So, how was it? Yeah. Like that.
This movie is all the 70s. Just a great big ball of goofy, silly, strange, and psychedelic. And it would be fine, except that the first 2/3 of it are absolutely mind-numbingly, agonizingly boring.
The film seems to forget what it's all about until almost the very end, at which point it proceeds to try and make up for lost time by going pants-on-head crazy. The script becomes incoherent, and it tries to make up for the lack of engagement by throwing out as many weird-ass effects as it can in rapid succession.
As a movie, it's mainly shot like a TV show. You could easily splice in footage of Quincy or Trapper John MD, and nobody would be the wiser. It doesn't take many risks. Hell, if it even did, I'm not sure you'd be aware of it because you'd probably be asleep.
As an adaptation of Doctor Strange, it doesn't really measure up either. I know liberties were taken with the Incredible Hulk, but it still retains the essence of the character. Here, Stephen Strange is a carefree playboy psychologist who doesn't undergo any growth or change because as far as the movie's concerned, he's awesome from the outset. Doctor Strange is a story of hubris and redemption, but this movie has none of that. Well, we watched it. Are you happy now?
You know, yeah. Yeah, I am. I mean, sure, it was a long, agonizing year spent while the world passed me by. But, you know, I got to spend time with my friends, you know, and it was really well worth it. See you guys.
I'm a sorcerer.
Son of a bitch!
Why don't we watch it now?
Okay, I guess. Who's got the DVD? Lewis?
I have to know which one of you idiots turned my copy of the film experience into a giant paper mache penis!
Calm down.
My head is made of butter! I'm a pretty pomegranate!
God damn it, John!
I'm a pretty pomegranate.
I just thought, God!
Till you realize.
My head is made of butter! I like potatoes!
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
No, perfect.
No,
Perfect.
you do that. You do
That was
that.
awesome.
Hold on, oh, it's magic. Oh, when I'm with you. Oh, it's magic.
God damn it, Film Brain. You always do that shit.
I'm Film Brain. I'm upset about Clea.
I'm Film Brain. I have to ad-lib every last line.
I'm Film Brain. Uranus.
Uranus. Film Brain, up Uranus.
Wow.
We broke him.
And it was a film brain up Uranus. Nothing else could
Yep.
Yep.
Now that's in your head.